Hi everyone, welcome. Today I want to talk about the two things that women are thinking about when we tell you that we are looking to take a break in the relationship, or if we tell you that we need space. Hi everybody, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mindy. I am a relationship coach. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. And please, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe, as well as hitting the notification button to be notified every time I put out a new video. But today we're going to talk about what she's thinking about when she's asking for a break or expressing that she needs space. And be sure to watch until the end, because near the end of the video, I am going to share with you some tips that you can do to actually stop the break and get back into the relationship. So let's get started. If she tells you she needs a break, the reason is because she is so emotionally unfulfilled in the way that she receives love and in also how she's been showing love to you, that she can't do it anymore and she's at her wit's end. And you've caused her to feel so much desperation, and this is what I call the desperation breakup, because she's in the mindset that she is so desperate for change and so desperate to have her lingo tank filled that she has to get away from you. She has to break up with you, whether it's a break. Break a lot of times means temporarily. It doesn't mean permanent. It means I need space. I need time to evaluate. I need time to think about things and what I want for myself, and if this is what I want long term. Those are all the thoughts that are going through her head when she says she needs a break. At this point, she is not thinking of a termination breakup as of yet. She's still in desperation mode. So these are the breakup styles in which the woman is just so overcome with not being fulfilled that she can't take it anymore. She's literally desperate in her heart, in her love lingo tank. I mean, it's on fumes. There's nothing in there. And she just needs to be away from you. And you might be asking yourself, okay, she needs to be away from me. What do? I don't want to be away from her. I want to fix this. I want to change. And all of those might be great things that you're thinking in your head, but I need you to stop with that. And I'm going to explain why as the video goes on. So please stay tuned for the whole video so I can go through the entire mindset that what she's going through and help you really alter your mindset so you can understand the correct way to handle the situation. When she asks for a break or she asks for space, she is internally asking herself how she wants to move forward. These are the questions she's asking. She's asking herself, can I accept him for who he is? He is no longer the man that I fell in love with. He is somebody totally different. Am I okay with that? Can I accept this new guy? Can I re-fall in love with this new guy? So that's what's going on in her mind and in her head. She's literally thinking about the future and asking herself if she can be okay with the new you. I know you probably didn't realize that's what she was asking herself, but that is the number one question she asks herself during a break. Another question she asks herself, the second question she asks herself during this break is, if I break up with him, is he going to really realize how much he's been hurting me? Will he be able to make changes? Will he fight for me? Will he go back to being the guy that I fell in love with to begin with? Is that even possible? Is that who he is? Would he do that for me? Is the thought of losing me enough for him to really wake up and understand finally to take me serious? That I'm serious about this, and I'm serious in what I'm lacking. Is he capable of it? Is he capable of remembering who he was and offering that to me again? So that's the other question she's asking herself. So those are the two questions that she's asking herself when she asks for a break, when she asks for space. So this is a woman who is in the desperation breakup style. She's not in termination. She's not in transition. Those are two different breakup styles that I do talk about in different videos. So she's in the desperation breakup style. And when that happens, it's really critical for you to start asking yourself, okay, I know you guys are very logical, but it's really critical for you to ask yourself, what was I not fulfilling to her emotionally? What was she asking me for that I didn't realize was a serious issue? What was it? And then it's also important for you to go back to the beginning of the relationship and ask yourself, why did this girl fall in love with me to begin with? What was I doing? Because she's here asking for a break because you're not doing those things anymore, because she is no longer emotionally fulfilled. So when you can understand the two questions she's asking herself, this is really going to help you determine how you approach the situation, okay? Now, if she's asking herself if she can accept you as this new guy who is not the man she fell in love with, as she goes through that process with herself, more than likely, she's going to come to the conclusion of no. She cannot accept this new guy. She cannot be with this guy. Because if the answer to that question was going to lead to a yes, she probably wouldn't be doing a break with you. That is the first step that she's taking to really separating herself, by taking the space and really digging inside of herself to ask herself those tough questions. Because at that point, she's lost hope. That's what desperation is. Desperation is when we lose hope in the future of that fairy tale picture of us living happily ever after together that we had when we fell in love with you. So she's in the process of accepting that she cannot accept this new you. So that's one thing that's going on. The second thing is she's hoping. She's still hoping that you will be that man. And because you know that's what she's thinking, that's why it's up to you to be that man. That's why I talk in other videos about fighting for her and why you should fight for her. Because if she's in a desperation style breakup, that's what she needs. And fighting for her isn't just doing the flowers and doing the card like I say. And those are great things to do to gauge where she is and to gauge what breakup style she's in and to see what your chances of reconciliation are, because depending on what breakup style she's in will depend on if that works or not. But for you, this break, you need to really take seriously, and you have to understand what she's thinking about. Because if you don't understand what's going on in her head, your logical brain cannot fix it. And even in the logic that you're using right now of thinking, okay, well, there's got to be a game plan and a blueprint, and the reality is there's not. It's as simple as she has a love tank that needs to be filled. You weren't filling it. She was showing you love. You weren't accepting the love she was showing. It's that easy. It's not harder than that. She needed to be emotionally fulfilled, and for whatever reason, probably because she was also not fulfilling you, you stopped fulfilling her. So when she asks for a break, this is kind of when guys wake up and they say, oh wow, she's been nagging at me and bitching at me, and I didn't really realize how serious she was. This is really at the point of the relationship when a break happens or when she says she needs space that you guys really start to understand, oh wow, she's serious. Now what do I do? And that's why I say if she is in a desperation breakup style, this is not the time to do no contact. This is not the breakup style to do no contact and to just let her be with her thoughts, because she is going to talk herself into realizing that she cannot accept this new guy and that you're not the one for her. That is why you don't do no contact. That's why when I say in some of my other videos, you go back, figure out what she needed, then you start tweaking your love jargon to ensure that you're filling her love tank. And it's really important for you to understand what she needed in the first place, because she's here because she wasn't being fulfilled. So you have to figure out what it was that she was lacking. Go back to the things that she was nagging you about and bitching to you about and complaining about. All of those little things that were probably driving you crazy because from your point of view, you're doing the right thing. You're showing love in your way. So you really feel in your heart that you're providing and that you are caring for her. So This might even come out of the blue for some of you guys because you don't understand how emotional we are. You guys look at things logically. Like, logically, I'm paying the bills. I'm helping with the chores. Why is she unhappy? So you guys are really approaching this from an analytical, logical sense, and you need to stop that. You need to really start viewing love as an emotional, intangible thing that you can't really always place your fingers on. An emotion is an emotion. It's not logic. My husband and I always have this joke. It's called a feeling and not logic for a reason, because it's not logical. It's a feeling. There's no logic. There's no scientific proof behind it. It's a feeling. And it can be so irrational and come out of the blue for absolutely no reason. That's a woman. Unfortunately, our hormones sometimes do play into that. And that's why we need you guys, when we are having our hormones play into it, or we are just feeling a feeling for absolutely no reason and our hormones are normal that week, for you to accept us logically that we are emotional beings that need to be fulfilled in the emotional way we need to be fulfilled. So with all that being said, if you do no contact with a girl going through a breakup using the desperation breakup style, you're going to lose her, because no contact is not what she needs. She needs that man she fell in love with. That's what she's contemplating. That's what's going on in her head. And part of her is longing for that man. So it's up to you to be that man. Now, if she's doing a break and she's saying she needs space, first thing you do, go back to the honeymoon stage. What were the cute things that you were doing? What made her eyes sparkle? You know that look that we give when we're super happy and super excited? What were you doing? Go back and remember those moments. And then take every opportunity you can to start re-implementing that into your lifestyle with her. So for an example, if she's a person who was always asking for help and you never helped her because you were too busy, implement making time to help her. If she was a person who always asked for a hug the minute she saw you, and you might still be on a work call, or you might be feeling that you're stinky because you had a long day, but she doesn't care, she just wants a hug her. Do these things that she's asking of you. There is always in every relationship something that you could have been doing that she was asking you for. Maybe she just wanted you to accept the love that she gave you. Maybe she didn't want to be criticized when she did certain things for you. Maybe she wanted you to long for her in ways that you don't long for her. There are so many different levels of emotional well-being that us women need. Well, what do I do then? I think I'm in a desperation breakup style. I think she's evaluating stuff. What do I do? Help. What do I do? All right. It's okay. I got you. Okay? So the first thing you have to do is you have to alter your mindset. And instead of looking at the things that she was asking you to do as chores or headaches or nagging or bitching, change your mindset and start to realize, wow, I'm really lucky to have this girl. She's really a beautiful, wonderful, special girl who has a great heart. I get to do these things for her. Change your mindset and shift your perspective of, instead of feeling like you have to do these things to make her happy, shift your mindset to looking at it like, I get to do these things. We have a glass and we can either call it half full or half empty. And we forget in our relationships to prioritize our partner. We forget to make them the most important person in our life. And I know life's hard. Money issues, groceries are expensive. You got kids who are going in 15 different directions. And then on top of it, you've got regular household chores, you've got work stresses, and on top of it, you've got your partner annoyed because you came home and you sat down and all they just want to do is talk with you for 10 minutes and you're just not in the mood because your brain feels like it's going to explode. Instead of allowing yourself to feel that the glass is half empty and you need that time, you don't want your head to explode, instead, look at it when she's asking you, hey, can I have 10 minutes? I get to give that to her. Wow, I get to unwind by talking to my partner. In every possible scenario that there is, shift your mindset into one as, I get to. I get to help her. I get to buy her that present. I get to wash the car for her. I get to give her a hug. I get to spend some time chatting with her on the couch after the kids go to bed, just one-on-one. I get to say nice things to her. I get to. Because you guys are so logical and you see things so black and white that you really forget that we need our love lingo tank filled. And it's not black and white to us. It's not, oh, if you just say nice things to me, my tank is filled. There's so much more that goes into it, okay? Maybe today we need nice words, but guess what? We also are very close to acts of kindness. Maybe today there's really something that we need help with, and if you're not understanding all of the different ways that we really receive love, and when they're very close to each other, you're not going to fill that tank correctly. So you might be thinking, I know her love language is this. Why is she unhappy? Why is she complaining? Well, it's because we have lots of different ways that we need to have our tank filled, okay? And she also gets her tank filled by being kind to you and doing things for you. And if you're not accepting that into your heart and really appreciating her and valuing her and validating her and hugging her and really taking the moments to get to accept the love from her that she's offering, she's going to close down. She's going to start putting a wall back up, and she's going to start to feel that you're not the right person for her because she's feeling miserable. If she's in a desperation breakup style, she doesn't want to break up, but she's really feeling so hopeless and so desperate that she really in her heart is asking herself those two questions and trying to figure out if she can move forward or not. So if you don't alter your love jargon, she is going to turn from a desperation breakup style into either a transition breakup style or into a termination breakup style, which those two are harder to come back from. So that's why it's essential. Take the Love Lingo quiz. Figure out how you receive love. Send it to her. Very nicely say, hey, I know you said that you want space. I'm going to give that to you. But I wanted to see what it is that you've been lacking that I haven't been giving you in the relationship. If you send a message to her in that way, she's going to, all of a sudden, that tank is going to get a little bit of love gas in it, because she's going to say, oh wow, he really wants to know what I've been lacking. Oh, this is interesting. I'll send him my results and we'll see what happens with that. Now, what you've done by sending her that quiz is you've had her start thinking, because right here she's to the point where she's trying to accept that you're not that guy anymore and that you're not going to fulfill her, and can she be with you? So these are the thought processes that are going through her head. Now, when you send her that Love Lingo quiz, you're interrupting that accepting this new guy, because you've just given her that hope back. You've taken a little bit of that desperation away because she's seeing that you're trying. She's seeing, oh wow, this is something that he's found on his own. It's not love language, so I'm a little confused, but okay. I mean, she's going to be thinking these things. And more than likely, she's going to take the quiz. And then she's going to let you know the results. And when you see what her results are, it's up to you to start implementing those. And not just the top one, the top 3. Implement the top 3. Figure out what you can do to start implementing those. And then you guys need to take it a step further, and you have to figure out how you both naturally show love. Because the reason this happens to begin with is because she's showing you love in a manner that you're not accepting love in. You're showing her love in a manner that she's not accepting love in, and you guys are hitting brick walls with one another. Because remember, in the beginning of the relationship, you guys are offering all of the love jargon and love lingo to one another, because you're in honeymoon stage. Honeymoon stage is the stage where you want to affectionately contact each other all the time. You're constantly doing nice things for each other. You're telling each other how wonderful you are all the time. You're bringing each other surprise little presents home all the time, and you want to spend as much time as you can with one another. You're constantly texting and calling and chatting and making time for each other. You are both implementing, in the way that you're showing love, the love jargon that fills up the other's love tank. But what happens is, as relationships get out of the honeymoon stage, we start not offering all of the love jargon that fills up our partner's tank, and instead we just start offering what's natural to us. Now, if what's natural in the way that you show it doesn't automatically fill up their tank because that's not how they naturally receive it, you guys are mismatched. And now all of a sudden she's over here thinking like he's not the guy I fell in love with. Very easy fix. You just have to tweak your love jargon. So that's what I help couples with. If you guys really are going through a struggle where she's asked for a break, she's asked for space, you think you might be in a desperation breakup style, leave me a comment below. I'll send you the link to take the What's Your Love Lingo quiz, send it to her, figure out how she receives love, and then you can work on repairing and rebuilding that relationship. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. Also subscribe and hit the bell notification. This way you can be notified every single time that I do put out a new video. I do a new video every single Sunday evening, and watch those videos because every week I do give very useful tips in helping you understand where the woman's coming from. So we can be all over the place. I know, I am one, and I really like to help guys understand what we're thinking and what we're going through in our minds. So, as always, everybody, stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay in love.